AI becoming superior to humans is because I think if you look at humans and you look at how we were created, now whether you believe in a God or whether you believe in some spirit or some energy field or whatever, the way humans were created and the nature of the way humans were created, that in itself, and let's make the assumption it was God, this plays a massive role in understanding that this, in many ways, this planet, how humans were created is the biggest mystery of all. I mean, we know that us humans have created AI, which can do a lot of human-like intelligent tasks. It can self-learn, it can assess its own results, and it can learn and adjust its own neurons. Because the AI now, and the AI that we're developing now is deep learning AI, which is learning how to learn. It learns how to learn from its errors. It learns to understand how to check its own results, how to compare it with the actual results, and then it learns how to adjust its own algorithm. Now, every single human being has an algorithm. We all have some kind of algorithm in here. And these are the rules. These are the rules. So everything that happens to us, let's say data, we're experiencing data every single day because something's happening to us. Even when you're sleeping, something is happening to you. Even when you're awake and doing nothing, or you think you're doing nothing, something is happening. There's an experience coming into you. There's something happening. The difference is those that have a deep learning brain model can capture that experience, can use that experience to learn, to evaluate, and to then create new actions. But humans and deep learning humans, just like deep learning AI, they need goals. Now, who sets the AI goals? Humans. Now think about it. AI is created and produced by humans to assist humans. So the purpose of AI was created through wiring electricity. Think about a sophisticated calculator. That's what AI is. That now has developed because all our lives is dominated by some kind of digital. Most of human lives now is on an iPhone, a laptop, a computer, a screen. That's the relationship. So we're having now a relationship with the screen, which is electronical, which has power, but just like a TV, it doesn't understand anything. Just like an AI doesn't understand. AI can produce a lot of intelligent things, but it doesn't understand. ChatGPT can write all these amazing things, but it doesn't understand any of it. It's just been programmed to follow a process, to follow a recipe. When this piece of data comes in, do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. And it's got infrastructure around it because us humans have built infrastructure around it so that we can allow the AI to follow the rules and come back with an answer, or come back with a result, or complete a task, and give it the rules to self-improve and self-learn. So if you're looking at where we are now as humans, this thing here, AI, and I know there's a lot of fear out there and there's a lot of people scared with AI and what's going to happen, but I think humans will evolve. There's going to be the evolution of humanity. And it's going to be, I think, in two ways. Potentially, the preferable way is that humans develop and grow organically with the assistance of AI. So we need to, because we've got natural neurons, our neurons would develop as something higher than us. If you go by the nature, and again, this is not a debate about God or no God and so on, let's leave that to something else. But let's go by the nature that something bigger created the human. Because you look at our neurons and the way they were developed, and we're trying now to emulate human neurons with AI, and it's difficult, it is hard. But now we're slowly creating deep learning AI, and it's becoming more and more. And then neural networks that are able to emulate human neural networks that can identify. So it can identify objects and identify a situation. It can then make a prediction based on its own recipe of what potentially could happen. And based on that prediction, it can make a decision. And then based on that decision, it will action. And then based on an action, you'll get a result. And when you get a result, it's programmed to go back and assess the result and to evaluate the results, to reflect on the result, and then to adjust the next piece of data or the next transaction that comes through with a slightly different recipe, what we call algorithm, because we've just learned from it. So the AI now is learning to do that, and there's lots of applications that are done with deep learning AI. Humans, however, what we do is, because we don't have that ecstatic desire that I keep talking about, the goal is not strong enough, so then we tend to get through what we need to get through daily. We've been programmed to this is our goal for the day. We're going to come home, we're going to eat, we're going to watch some screen, we'll gossip to our friends, and then maybe watch some more TV, scroll on social media, and go to sleep, and maybe some alcohol. Now, the reason why the majority live like that is because our goal is not ecstatic. So the goals have been really set up by somebody else. Somebody else set up your goals. And so when someone else sets up your goals, what does that mean? It basically means that because something else created it, your inner self, your inner genius that's in here and here and here is basically sleeping. It's put aside because we're following someone else's goal, someone else's journey. Sometimes other people we work with, they create their own goals. They say, we're going to do this and this and this, and they put stress to do this, do that. And you take it because you're going to get a payment. You're going to get a salary at the end of the month or end of the week. But I think if humans can organically grow into deep learners, just like the AI, create the ecstatic desire using deep learning practices and then master deep learning practices as a vehicle that will help you deliver your journey to that ecstatic desire. When you get to that ecstatic desire, you're finding your inner genius. You're creating the pathway to bringing that inner genius out. Most people use less than 10% of the neurons. So imagine this, you've got 100 billion neurons and you're only using 10%. Neurons are like little workers in your head, and they're working daily like a team to make sure you're achieving your goals. Just like AI, we use neurons and they work in combination with layers to make sure they are achieving their goals. The thing is with deep learning, we are already putting in deep learning models.